You can't do things the way you want to? Do you constantly miss deadlines, or are you just getting things done on time? Is everything too much for you? Which is why starting is already a big hurdle. The whole thing has a name: procrastination. Remember that nobody was born motivated. It's up to you to make a choice and learn how to study effectively in times of crisis. In this video, I'll share you 5 tips to find the motivation to study when you have none. And be aware that once you start, things tend to get easier. Postponing them usually only makes you worry more. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Number 1. Reflect on your goals. It's easy to forget the reason why you're studying, but it's so important to keep it front of mind. This allows you to regroup on the tough days and put in the time you need to. So, why are you studying? To improve your life? To get enough money to care for your family? For financial security? Whatever the reasons, you should have them clearly identified. Always keep in mind what you have already achieved and where you want to go next. When you aren't feeling happy studying, just remember why you started. Write your goals on a paper and put it somewhere where you can always see it. Remembering your dreams and replaying them in your head is sometimes the motivation to finish your work. Try doing this on a regular basis and you will see the results very soon. Tip number 2 is to use Pomodoro Technique. This is a time management method developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s. This is a very effective study method to help you get your tasks done. This can help you resist all of those self-interruptions and retain your brain to focus. Pomodoro means tomato in Italian. Assume hours as tomatoes. It may seem silly at first, but millions of people swear by the life-changing power to the Pomodoro Technique. This is also a method for staying focused and mentally fresh. Step 1. Pick a task you have to study. Step 2. Set a 25 minutes timer. Step 3. Focus on a single task until the timer rings. Make sure that you spend the full 25 minutes on your task without getting distracted by anything. When your session ends, mark off 1 Pomodoro and record what you completed. Step 4. Take a 5 minutes break. Enjoy a 5-minute break. Properly break in your breaks. No sneaky working. Step 5. Every 4 Pomodoros, take a longer 15 to 30 minutes break. After every 4 Pomodoros, take a longer, more restorative 15 to 30 minutes break. Repeat this process until your work's done. Each Pomodoro is dedicated to one task and each break is a chance to reset and bring your attention back to what you should be working on. Tip number 3. Make boring subject more interesting. Make boring information more interesting so it's easier to study. Ask yourself, how does this material relate to my life? Or, how can I use this in my life? For example, if you're bored by the book you have to read for English class, ask yourself how you can relate to the characters in the book to keep yourself engaged. Or, if you're struggling with studying for biology, get interested in how much you can learn about yourself and all the living things around you. It can be difficult to be interested in everything, and some subjects just won't captivate you. But, try your best to figure out how everything you're learning can apply to your own life. That personal connection could spark enough interest to keep you going. Tip number 4. Learn how to motivate someone. A word of encouragement during a failure is worth more than an hour of praise after success. So, the best way to feel good energy in life is to give away the same energy. Talk to one of your friends and encourage them. Be there for them. As you refuse to let them give up, you will see how little it takes to get through a time when you have zero motivation. The last tip is to use 5-second rule. Sometimes, the hardest part of anything is simply starting. Like Mel Robbins in the book 5-Second Rule said, the moment you have an instinct to act on a goal, you must physically move within 5 seconds or your brain will stop you. Knowing what you need to do to improve your life takes wisdom. Pushing yourself to do it takes courage. 1 moment of courage can change your day. 1 day can change your life. And 1 life can change the world. So, ignore how you feel, don't think anything and do what needs to be done. Start counting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and then go for it. Keep calm and good luck in your studies.